Welcome everyone to NXT with just 2 weeks remaining until Halloween Havoc. And coming your way tonight, the modern day Maharaja Jinder Mahal returns to in-ring competition to battle Lexis King. And our main event will see Raquel Rodriguez, the protector of the NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez, step into the ring with the #1 contender to that title, Jordynne Grace. In-ring action kicks us off here tonight on NXT. There is Josh Briggs.
The fall is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Bullhead City, Arizona, weighing in at 268 pounds, Josh Briggs.
Well, Josh Briggs made it clear last week by stepping up to the NXT North American Champion Oba Femi that he is gunning for that title. Well, tonight he gets an opportunity here in this non-title match to face Oba Femi. Maybe get himself into contention for that championship down the line. Here comes the man that has reigned as North American Champion for 114 days. The ruler, Oba Femi.
And his opponent from Lagos, Nigeria, weighing in at 273 pounds, the NXT North American Champion, Oba Femi.
Oba Femi will be going into his 4th championship defense very soon. Who will he defend against? Could it be Josh Briggs, and Briggs blindsiding the champion? Getting the jump on Femi. Briggs is going to do whatever he can here tonight to walk out with a title opportunity. Josh Briggs with the upper hand thanks to the cheap attack. Thanks to blindsiding the champion, and now Femi trying to fight back, ran right into Briggs though. And Briggs with a chop to the chest. These two may actually be equally matched. As what a splash on the outside of the ring. And hoisting up Oba. Look at the strength here, but Femi's able to reverse. And now it's Briggs up onto the shoulders of the North American Champion. Military press slam. Drops Briggs right into the hardest part of the ring. And now sending him back into the ring. Oba Femi in pursuit as the bell finally sounds. We are underway, and Briggs with a headbutt. Turning things back around into his favor. Listen to those boos. The fans may be backing Oba Femi. Who can blame them after that cheap attack from Josh Briggs? Look at the champion though, resilient as ever. Oh, what a close line. Oba Femi has been nothing if not dominant in his reign as the North American Champion. And the fists are flying now from Femi. Look at the strength, lifting up Briggs with ease. And Josh Briggs is not a small man. Now the knee in the corner. Oba Femi turning the tables. Can Briggs bounce back and pin or submit the champion? Oba Femi was blindsided by Josh Briggs before the bell. This matchup though is underway. We are going through with the match despite the attack before it began. And Oba Femi bulldozing through Briggs. Femi has done relatively well despite the attack by Briggs. And you'd expect nothing less from such a dominant champion. Oh, but he's picked back up on the shoulders. And Briggs, oh, gets poked right in the eye. Turnabout is fair play. Well, so the saying goes, and my goodness. Briggs just got dropped. Here's the cover by the champion, and a near fall. Can Oba Femi pick up a victory despite being attacked before the bell? If anyone can do it, it is the North American champion. Look at this. More power on display from Oba Femi. And now he could be signalling for that fall from Grace. Briggs though going right to the eye. And now looking for a choke slam. Femi able to reverse it. Back and forth between these two. There's an exploder. Launching Josh Briggs. And now right to the arm. Briggs trying to get out of harm's way. Trying to regroup on the outside, but Femi is having none of it. Femi was disrespected. He was insulted when Briggs attacked him before the bell. And now these two men just going back and forth on the outside of the ring. And this has been more of a brawl than a matchup. As Femi is sent back into the squared circle. Briggs now in pursuit. And Femi makes it back to his feet, catches the right hand. What a physical affair this has been. Right from the jump. Clothesline by Femi. Knocking down Josh Briggs. And Briggs right back up to a vertical base. Nice dodge. And now more shots from Briggs. Sending Femi off the ropes, right into a spine buster. And could that be enough for Briggs to punch his ticket to a championship rematch? Kick out though by Femi. Briggs looking to get himself into contention by pinning or submitting the champion. And what a boot. Sending Femi to the outside of the ring. And is Briggs trying to win this match by count out? I mean, that says it all. Briggs is doing whatever he can. And uh-oh, Femi back to his feet. And what the hell? A Dijak. And that's a disqualification. Femi walks out the victor. Dijak interjects himself into the proceedings. Feast your eyes on Oba Femi. And Dijak just laid out the North American champion. The challengers just keep lining up for the ruler. We are back here on NXT. And well, here comes the Judgment Day's Dominik Mysterio, who last week was able to become #1 contender to the NXT Championship. And as a result, Dominik will now face Trick Williams at Halloween Havoc for the NXT title. And Dominik has brought some backup here this evening. The man that assisted him in becoming #1 contender last week, the Prince, Finn Balor. When you deal with one member of the Judgment Day, you deal with a lot more. They are a unit. And we are about to find out what they've got to say after that triumphant night last week.
Last week, I came to NXT for my shot at the NXT Championship. Booker T made me earn it, which is wild to begin with. I am Dominik Mysterio, legendary luchador Dominik Mysterio, might I add. But still, I beat Javon Evans to become #1 contender. So now, all that's left is head to Halloween Havoc in 2 weeks and defeat Trick Williams. And what do you know? I am NXT champion.
Dominik is going to bring gold back to the Judgment Day. And I will follow afterwards with my money in the bank contract.
Wait, what?
No, not on you. I just mean after you win gold, I will focus again on myself and win some gold of my own.
You won't be winning any gold at this rate if you keep bickering. You can't even get on the same page. What's really going to happen at Halloween Havoc is Trick Willie will retain his NXT championship. Let's talk about it.
You ain't going any further in this reign of yours. Trick, face it, you have met your match.
Well, Trick Williams has become more confident than ever in this NXT Championship reign. But will it come to an end at Halloween Havoc?
Due to what transpired earlier tonight between Josh Briggs, Oba Femi, and D-Jack, I have decided to make a triple threat match at Halloween Havoc for the North American Championship. The stipulation will be decided by a spin of the wheel.
Well, I like the sound of that. A triple threat match at Halloween Havoc between Josh Briggs, Dijak, and the North American Champion, Oba Femi.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, Gigi Dolin.
Right now, though, we are set for women's division action as there is Gigi Dolin, who is set to go one-on-one with Lola Vice when we return to NXT. Can Dolin pick up a victory over Lola Vice, who is looking to rebound from her loss last week to the beautiful madness, Julia? We find out next here on NXT.
Jordan, I want you to know you might not even make it to Halloween Havoc because tonight it's me and you.
Oh, I know. And once I get through the so-called protector, I am going through Roxanne as well and winning that title. The way I see it, weapons or no weapons, Roxanne's title reign is coming to an end in 2 weeks.
And her opponent from Miami, Florida,
Lola Vice is looking to rebound from her loss last week to the beautiful madness, Julia, who defeated her in convincing fashion. Tonight, Vice is up against Gigi Dolin, and she is looking to bounce back, looking to rebound from her loss last week. It's not been a great year for Dolin. Can she knock off Lola Vice here this evening and get her career back on track? So with the year winding down, who's walking out of this one with a win? The bell sounds, we are underway. Collar and elbow tie up to begin, and Gigi gets the better of Lola Vice. Side headlock applied, only momentarily, and oh, what a shot! Right to the gut. And another one to the face. Strong start here for Lola Vice. Look at this ground and pound all over Gigi Dolin. It's not looking good right now for Dolin. On the back seat against Lola Vice. And the former MMA fighter certainly motivated here tonight after losing to Julia last week. Trying to use her educated feet there, as is Gigi Dolin. Both of these women, of course, incredible strikers. They are jockeying for position. Vice gets the better of Gigi again. I don't think Gigi's going to be able to outstrike a woman like Lola Vice with that MMA background at her disposal. And all ran right into the elbow. And now the roll up here by Dolin, trying to catch Lola by surprise. And this could work, but only for a 2 count. Lola Vice stirring. Makes it back up to her feet, and what a shot! And look at the flurry from Vice. Dolin once again reeling. But there's a European uppercut, nicely done. And now the flurry from Gigi Dolin, taking Vice down. Gigi in control right now. Can she knock off Lola Vice and turn her career trajectory around with a win? Gigi Dolin attempts to turn her career misfortune around with a victory here tonight over Lola Vice, who herself is trying to rebound from her loss last week to Julia. Both of these women hoping for a victory here tonight on NXT as we welcome you back to the action. Super kick. Vice is down. She could be out. Covered by Dolin. And only a 2 count. This matchup continues. And Lola Vice slowly making it back up to a vertical base. Oh, big forearm smash. We're now trying to set up Gigi. Knees to the midsection. And Dolin collapsing to the floor. Trying to buy herself a bit of time here to recover. But Vice is staying right on her. And Dolin was able to kick her away. And Vice with the double leg takedown. Putting a stop to the comeback. As we draw closer to the end of this year, who is walking out here tonight with a victory? As Vice goes for the axe kick. Nobody home. And Gigi with a big forearm smash. This could be her moment. Right to the leg of Lola. Trying to follow up, but Vice kicks her away. The momentum just keeps on shifting here in this matchup. Oh, super kick by Lola Vice. Did you hear that? That echoed throughout the arena. Now into the corner, nobody home. Dolin able to get out of the way. Setting her up for a suplex. Unable to connect. And all right to the back of the leg. The chop block by Lola Vice. And look at the strength. Driving Dolin's spine first into the canvas. And now maybe looking for a submission. And she's got it locked in. There's the release. And Dolin trying to crawl her way to the corner. Lola runs in, right into another elbow. Lola Vice dazed. Gigi taking advantage. The STO. Could that be enough? Gigi Dolin for the victory. Near fall. Vice able to get that shoulder up in time. And going for the kick. Vice went for an elbow of her own. And Dolin one step ahead, but as was Vice. Snapmare takedown, and a PK to the face. Dolin finds her target. And now maybe setting up for that GG driver. Lola Vice though sees it coming. Boom! The spinning back fist out of nowhere. Dolin is out. Lola Vice rebounds from her loss last week.
Here is your winner,
Lola Vice turning things around for her career. A victory 2 weeks out from Halloween Havoc. And is the tide turning for the career of Lola Vice. Welcome back everyone to NXT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Punjab, India, weighing in at 238 pounds, the modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal.
Well, Jinder Mahal will go one-on-one with All Ego Ethan Page in 2 weeks at Halloween Havoc, as per his request. Jinder Mahal ran into the loudmouth on his first night back in NXT, returning after a significant absence following the releases of his friends Veer and Sangha. This is Jinder Mahal's first match back since his return, and he faces this man, Lexis King.
And his opponent from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 223 pounds, Lexis King.
Lexis King, the son of Brian Pillman. King looking to make something for himself, has not yet found that opportunity that he has been looking for. Maybe tonight could be Lexis's evening if he could knock off the returning Jinder Mahal. Remember, Jinder was a former WWE champion, so if King is victorious tonight, that would bode very well for his future. It would certainly add to his accomplishments, that's for sure. To pin a former WWE champion, that would be amazing for the career of Lexis King as we are underway. Side headlock applied here on Mahal. And the modern day Maharaja with the escape, looking for a back elbow, unable to connect. And here's King with a series of strikes. Mahal out of the way of the kick. And now all went for a knee, instead catches the back elbow. Swinging neck breaker to follow. And King gains the upper hand, and you have to wonder, is there some ring rust potentially for the modern day Maharaja? Doesn't look like it right now. Mahal turning the tide around and unloading on Lexis King. Jinder all fired up. And now the knee. Another one to the midsection. Just like that, Jinder has changed the complexion of this match. Oh, King driven to the outside. Can Jinder Mahal pick up a victory in his return match to NXT? Jinder Mahal looking for momentum going into his matchup at Halloween Havoc with All Ego Ethan Page. Tonight he battles Lexis King in his return match on NXT. And Mahal able to create separation out of that submission hold. Out of that Boston Crab. King trying to rally. Sending Mahal right into the official German suplex with a bridge. Trying to knock off Mahal right here. And a kick out at 2. And no wasted motion by Lexis King as he lines up Jinder. Super kick gets blocked. And Mahal answers with a right hand. Nice reversal though by Lexis. Back and forth. Both men jockeying for position. And here come a couple of clotheslines. Jinder trying to get going. King though getting out of dodge. Big boot by Mahal. And now trying to set up King. King, though, one step ahead. Reverse DDT. Great showing so far for both of these men. And all right to the eye. King raking the eye of Jinder Mahal. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Not like this. Oh, and King almost knocked off the former WWE champion. That would have been massive for his career. And now the elbows raining down. Oh, just putting a boot right to Mahal's face. And Mahal to the apron. King forced to change plans. Well scouted by Jinder. He is a veteran, let's not forget. Snake Eyes. And now gonna send King off the ropes. Jinder again gets raked. Super kick. And that one did not miss. That one did not get blocked. Cover. Oh, again almost put him away. And now is it time for the coronation? He went for it. Jinder caught his leg. And now Jinder Mahal battling back, trying to rally. Kick right to the midsection. And Jinder hoisting up King onto his shoulders. But there's a counter. Reversal on the Irish whip. Sending King into the turnbuckle. And now Jinder from the middle rope, knee to the spine. And look at Mahal measuring his man. Another knee strike. This time right to the skull. Here's Jinder setting up Lexis. Colosse. An emphatic Colosse. Jinder Mahal victorious.
Here is your winner, the modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal.
Momentum on for Jinder Mahal here in his return match on NXT. There is the NXT champion awaiting the stipulation for his match at Halloween Havoc. Looks like it's going to be TLS. But next week here on NXT, the Dark Angel Stephanie McCare will be in action as she battles Ren Sinclair. Also next week, Josh Briggs will get his hands on the man that interjected his matchup earlier tonight with the North American champion Oba Femi. It's Briggs, Dijak, next week.
In regards to the NXT Women's Championship match in 2 weeks at Halloween Havoc, I have decided to make it fair. Therefore, although it is a Weapons Wild match, I will be banning both Raquel Rodriguez and Tiffany Stratton from ringside. I want a decisive winner. We do not need a repeat of the last fiasco.
I think that is a perfectly reasonable decision made there by General Manager Booker T. We do not want a repeat of what happened before. That was absolute chaos.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Austin, Texas, Jordynne Grace.
Well, our main event is up next here on NXT as Jordynne Grace faces Raquel Rodriguez. The Juggernaut in action with the protector of the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez, who Grace will come up against in 2 weeks at Halloween Havoc. It is all about momentum going in to our next premium live event.
And her opponent from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Rodriguez.
Raquel Rodriguez calls herself the protector of the future. She has aligned herself with the NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez because she sees the future within Perez. What a battle this is going to be. Two juggernauts are about to collide in our main event of the evening. So Tiffany Stratton will remain in the corner of Jordynne Grace, while Perez remains in the corner of Raquel. And we are underway. Oh, look at the power of Grace backing Raquel Rodriguez into the corner, imposing her will. And a cheap shot. The kick right to the midsection. Now it's Rodriguez backing Grace into the other corner. A test of strength to begin, and another cheap shot. Completely unnecessary. And now Grace with the boots to the face of Raquel Rodriguez. Back into another tie-up. These two bulls just locking horns again. Side headlock applied here on Rodriguez, and there's the power. One more time. Taking down Grace. Here's the first cover of the match. And Grace able to power out at one. It is all about momentum here tonight for Jordynne Grace. The Juggernaut would love a victory here this evening over Raquel, heading into a match with Roxanne at Halloween Havoc. Maybe harder than anticipated though. Look at the power. Vertical suplex from Rodriguez. And now putting the boots to Grace. And the official's attention has been diverted. Roxanne trying to expose the turnbuckle. Good call though by the official. Staying on that situation and repairing the damage. Big lariat from the Juggernaut. And that just changed the complexion of this match. But wait a second. Rodriguez right back to her feet. And she just bulldozes through Jordynne Grace. Shoving her back. This has been a test of strength from the opening bell. Headbutt. Down goes Rodriguez. And now looking for a submission. Jordynne Grace with the Boston Crab. What is Raquel going to do here? She's able to power out. Why am I not surprised? Our main event rolls on here tonight. Coming soon to Universe Mode, the next NXT Premium Live event, NXT Halloween Havoc. Don't miss this night of great in-ring action as grudge matches take place. Championships are put on the line. NXT Halloween Havoc coming soon to Universe Mode. Welcome back everyone to NXT. This is our main event of the evening as these two juggernauts go at it. Full momentum going into Halloween Havoc. Jordynne Grace will face Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship at Halloween Havoc in 2 weeks. And right now, she is teeing off on Roxanne's protector. And Rodriguez trying to get out of there. And you see the official dealing with that exposed turnbuckle again. The work of Roxanne Perez. And wait a minute, no way. No freaking way, not on Raquel. Oh my God. That is power. Will it be enough to put Rodriguez away? Come on. Kick out at 2. And now Perez sliding that kendo stick into the ring. And again, the official's attention has been diverted, only temporarily, however. Back to the action. Jordynne Grace trying to set up Raquel. Powerbomb! Driving her down. And wisely, rolling to the outside of the ring is Raquel Rodriguez. Back in now when the matchup continues. Jordynne Grace with the upper hand. Raquel turns things around. Jackknife power slam. Will that finish her off? Rodriguez for the win. No. Kick out at 2. And oh my goodness, Raquel deadlifting up Grace. And this matchup has just been a test of strength from the opening bell. Looking for the Tejana bomb. Catches a jawbreaker instead. Death Valley driver may be coming up here, but Raquel one step ahead. Going for a big boot. Nobody home. Jordynne Grace with Raquel back up on her shoulders, but there's another reversal. And look at Perez. Perez sending Grace back into the ring. Technically not a disqualification. And Grace continuing to fight here in our main event. Rodriguez sent into the corner, double boots to the face of Grace. And a lariat to follow. Big lariat of her own to put Grace away. Only a 2 count. And all the trip up. Jordynne Grace has another chance. Grace unloading. And Raquel getting out of there. Heading back to the apron. And now Perez from ringside. Distracting Jordynne. Choke slam. Off the distraction. Raquel Rodriguez takes advantage. For the win. Near fall. Not much though behind that kick out. Raquel can smell blood in the water. Massive Beal. Launching Jordynne Grace. The Juggernaut is in the corner. Rodriguez setting her up. And the protector of the NXT Women's Champion gonna look for a superplex. All the blood rushing to the head of Jordynne Grace. Grace though able to counter it. Head first off the turnbuckle. Rodriguez could be reeling, but she answers with that back elbow. Grace with a counter of her own. And again the champion from ringside. One more time distracting her opponent come Halloween Havoc. And now Grace trying to go back to Raquel, who had significant time to recover. And keep your eyes on the Juggernaut. Oh no! Grace hit hard on the outside. Rodriguez was able to get out of the way. And the distraction by Perez may have just screwed over Jordynne Grace. What the hell is Raquel thinking? It is very rare you see Raquel Rodriguez take a high risk like this. But tonight she's going to put it all on the line. Oh no, what a slam! Grace caught Raquel out of the air. Spinning back elbow. Right to the skull. And setting her up. Juggernaut driver. Shoulders down. Jordynne Grace builds momentum. Heading into Halloween Havoc.
Here is your winner, Jordynne Grace.
That is much needed momentum. Going into our championship match with the Prodigy. The distractions aside, Jordynne Grace was able to prevail. Are we looking at our next NXT Women's Champion?